In this video, we are going to find the inverse equation of a function. And we're going to show you the three-step process. It's very simple, really easy, and you can really end up doing this very quickly. And so the first step to this process is to set your function f of x. Now we're just going to say f of x, set it equal to y. So that's the first step. The second step is to find x in terms of y. And you're going to use any method you need or want to use to find this. It could be algebra, calculus, but it's usually just simple algebra. The third step is to interchange x and y to get f of inverse. And that is the entire process. Very plain, very simple. So let's try an example. Let's say we have a function g of x equal to the square root of 2x plus 5. That is our equation, and we want to find what g inverse is. This is what we want to find. So now in order to do that, let's do the three-step process. So the first step is to write y in terms of g of x. So we have g of x is equal to y, which is equal to the square root of 2x plus 2x plus 5. And then what we need to do is simple algebra to find out what x is in terms of y. So we square both sides, so we have y squared, and that's from squaring both sides. We subtract 5 from both sides, so we have y squared minus 5, and divide both sides by 2. And we just solve for x that way. So that's the second step. The third step is to simply say that y then is equal to x squared minus 5 over 2. And all I did in here was switch the x and the y. That's all I did to find the inverse of the function. And we can say that this right here is g inverse of x. And that's the first example. The second example I want to try is saying that we have f of x is equal to 2x squared minus 3. And so the first step of this problem is going to be simply saying that f of x is equal to y, which is equal to 2x squared minus 3. And then the second step is to solve this. So we take y, we subtract 3, so we add 3 to both sides to get rid of the 3. We add 3, and then we divide by 2 for the 2 right there, and then we take the square root in order to get x. So that's equal to x right there. And then the third step is to interchange them. So we have y is equal to the square root of x plus 3 over 2, which is equal to f inverse of x. So as you can see, this three-step process to finding the inverse function is very easy and very simple, so long as you know some basic algebra. Thank you, subscribe, and like.